How can I use real estate profits to pay for kids' college without paying taxes?
The easy call here is pay them out of if it's in an entity, an LLC, just pay them directly from that business. Or if it happens to not being, have that asset protection, you could still just pay them from the business of that rental, pay them as a W-2, and then they won't have to. If they're under 18, you won't have any FICA taxes. So that would be the best route.
Technically, you don't have withholding if they
Yeah.
didn't have taxes the previous year.
Yeah, and so none of the employment taxes, and if you're paying them less than I want to say it's 13,850 for 23, the standard deduction for single, there's not going to be federal income tax. So that is a really great way if you're going to pay the children to go to college. Do it out of a business that's owned by you or you and your spouse in a partnership arrangement, and then pay them as W-2. It's important you pay them as W-2. Then no employment taxes. And if they're under the federal standard deduction for that year, no income tax.
Yeah, and so for 2024, I think we're at 14,000.
Yeah, it went up. I just don't remember the total number.
Yeah, so the standard deduction, if the child, which is under 18, if they're over 18, then we have a different issue. And by the way, I always get asked, what's the youngest age? It depends on what they can do for your business. So if you're using them for marketing materials, like using their image and things like that, you can pay them what you could pay a third party to be a model. If they're pushing a broom or doing activities like that, you could pay whatever it would cost you to pay somebody else to do it. We have cases with 9-year-olds, right? Where they're getting paid a reasonable wage. And if you're paying them through a partnership or a disregarded entity, you don't have to worry about any of the withholdings or anything like that. If you are paying them out of a corporation, you still run it through W-2, and you could still say, hey, I don't want to do a bunch of withholdings. As far as the federal, it's up to how you fill out the W-9, but you have employment taxes, but you're paying into Social Security, right, towards their 40 quarters. So you're starting them on the path to qualifying for certain retirement benefits. I know some of you guys are like, yeah, Social Security is not going to be there, or you're going to have to be 80 to qualify by the time they're done. Yes, I get it. But you would pay them, and you're still getting a huge tax benefit by doing it. Otherwise, you're paying tax on that income. So let's just say you're in the highest tax bracket in a state that's smashed. Let's say you're in California, you got 13% state and 37% federal, and you have to you could pay your kid $10,000. You just saved $5,000 in taxes. And what do you have to pay that child? You're paying Social Security taxes of about 14.1% is what it comes down to. And they're going to get a benefit when they retire. So you just lowered your tax bill significantly on that 10 grand. You're going to save yourself about $3,500, which is a nice vacation. If somebody walked up and said, hey, you employ your kid, send you on a $3,500 vacation.
Yeah, good call.
I'd take it. Here in Vegas, that's like 3 buffets. God, the prices are going up on the strip. They just see us coming. Hey guys, if you like this snippet of Tax Tuesday, then I invite you to click the link and actually subscribe to become a Tax Tuesday member. Every other week, we do these live, and you too can ask your questions, and myself and my team will answer your questions on the next Tax Tuesday.